And welcome back. Picking where we left off last time in the Long Dark. I've just finished mapping the crash site. So arguably we have far more things than we need. So we're going to head back to the townhouse in Mountain Town and drop off a bunch of stuff. And then we'll head down to the farm site to map that location. Do I want to take anything from this fire? Yes and no. Yes, I don't want to leave the fuel here, but at the same time that is a lot more fuel than I really need. And we are a bit heavy, so it's going to be a slow walk. Oh, I don't like that the wind's picked up. It'll probably be fine, but I don't like that the wind's picked up. Probably means I'm not going to be able to keep this lit fire going with me. To be fair, there's a couple crates here. I wouldn't be surprised if there's stuff in the crates. And I know on lower difficulties there definitely is stuff in these crates. But this is Interloper where I'm
not going to be
not
able to
gonna
carry this
loot
load
them.
for
We're not
much
gonna break
longer.
them open just in case there isn't anything, because they're a real waste of time if there's nothing in them. Open crates down here, so there's like 3. Would chop up if I had all the time in the world. And if you're desperate for goods, we could harvest the carcasses. Really, the only thing I need was probably find time to repair my rabbit mitts here. They're shown the wear after the bear mauling. Got damaged in the bear mauling. So I don't know if this is exactly a trip you take at the beginning of story mode, or if you go to a slightly different spot in town, but we're basically taking the trip that you do at the beginning of story mode, which is you go into Mountain Town after landing the crash site. And I think in story mode, the story is basically you've crashed in the plane because you're flying out here to go see someone, and then you've got to basically get wrapped into the story from that crash onward. And I think it's driven by the Aurora. I haven't played story mode, so I only know bits and pieces. Incomplete bits and pieces.
Can't feel my feet.
Not appreciative of the cold right now. I don't necessarily want to burn our fatigue on sprinting.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
Might take a moment to get a warming up bonus here. Because we are taking a bunch of condition damage due to the cold.
Come on.
Oh, I accidentally used a piece of scrap wood. I'm like, 40 minutes? What did I put in the fire to give it 40 minutes?
I can barely walk with this much gear.
We'll cook our pork and beans and some porridge. We'll take a little bit of damage while we're making the porridge, but we can eat the pork and beans for a warming up bonus. And should buy us enough time to eat the porridge for a warming up bonus. And if we can, let's get down the hill before we take too much more damage.
Need to find
Without
some place to escape
how
this
quickly the
cold.
day is progressing, I'm hoping I'm able to get to the farm area, so we can map the farm area before the day ends, and then, well, then we might sleep in the farm and take the trip down the following morn
It's starting to weigh me down.
into the basin. Well, that warming up bonus didn't last very long.
Too cold to think.
And I'm too heavy to sprint. Just a little disappointing. So before the wildlife refresh, that area we just passed through could frequently have wolves in it. It could have other stuff too, but it could frequently have wolves in it. Whereas once we go down the little bit of a climb here, you enter into a place where there could never be wolves. I don't know if it's still the case after the wildlife refresh, but this little patch up here would never have wolves unless you lured them up accidentally with meat or something that smelled. And then even then it was usually a glitch if they got up there, because then technically not supposed to be able to get up there, because they'd have to go up climb. So between this climb and the next climb, usually it'd be a wolf-free area. Okay, this coal is doing more damage to me than I would have really, really liked it to. We were basically full before we took all this coal damage. Yeah, I'm feeling more and more like we're not going to get to the farmstead before it's too dark to map the farmstead. We're gonna duck in this cave for a bit to warm up, because continuing absolutely cold would be a bad idea. Especially because where I'm going, I think there will be wolves. Duck in here where it's warm. We'll eat some of the food that doesn't grant us warming bonuses, like the dog food. And then, yeah, we need to pass some time to warm up, and just snoozing for an hour will be the quickest way to do that. Okay, we now have... Well, because I reduced my weight a bit, right? We now have enough weight consumed that we can print a little bit. May have actually warmed up enough that we can get the rest of the way to the house where I was going to do some inventory triage without taking any damage. I think at some point we'll have to come up here and fix the radio tower for the Far Territories quests. But at this rate, it looks like I'm going to do all of base game Fabled Guitarographer before going out to the Far Territories, so this will be done just for a long time. Okay, I have run into wolves on this stretch before between here and the house. Usually at the bend where we're about to take, before the house. Because before the wild refresh, there was a decent possibility of there being wolves in the town. Even some degree on Interloper, there's a decent possibility of wolves in the town. I know this is one of the more common places I've spawned in Interloper is HRV. And needless to say, coming to this town is one of the ways out of HRV. So I've been here, seen that. There's a lot of places we haven't looked in town, but as far as town's concerned, there's not a lot that we actually necessarily need from the town. Because it's mostly going to be clothes and stuff, right? Which isn't necessarily going to be any better than what we got. We hit the place of like most interest. So we're back in here. We're going to warm up while we're doing our triage. Drop some torches. We don't need this many torches. Yeah, we'll drop everything below 49%. We can leave the jerry can and the insulated flask and whetstone. No one in the cans here. Jerry can we'll put next to stove. Cans on the stove. Whetstone on the table. Might put the insulated flask on the table as well. Okay, that helped a lot with the weight. It's not perfect. We're still 3.5 over. Oh, I should leave the fuel to operate the stove behind. So we don't need you. As much as I would like to have the scrap metal on me, we kind of need the scrap metal and the tools at the same time. Right now we only know where one of them is. Well, we know where they both are, it's just, are they in the same area at the same time? But we don't quite need this much charcoal, so let's leave some charcoal behind. Take like 5, 6 with us. And like leave sticks behind. Stick count a bit. There we go. Because after we do the farmstead, we're going to do climb. So being light enough to do the climb is a value of its own. I think that's a ruined school that burned down. Might have been a church. Well, yeah, I feel it's a schoolhouse rather than a church because there's already a church that we know of that isn't burnt down. Unless they just randomly had 2 churches, in which case, lots of churches for such a small town. Yeah, there's the barn, the farmhouse is behind it. Before I take the time to map, we are going to find the key so we can get inside the farmhouse. There's a bunny there. On Stalker, I frequently find there's wolves here. A little bit less guaranteed on Interloper. Apparently, because where I'd usually expect to see wolves, I'm seeing bunnies in the moment. Paradise Meadow Farms apparently is infested with bunnies instead of wolves, like it usually is. Hello, wolf. I have threatening weapon. So that bunny is now my bunny.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
So obviously we're going to map the farmstead. I think we're probably going to map the farmstead from in here. We'll set up a fire in that fire barrel there. But before that, let's find the key for the farmstead and the not in that trailer, not in that not in that vehicle. Check to see if the door is just open. It isn't. It's locked. So there is a key somewhere to find. Usually it's either in one of the tractors or it's on the human that's around, human carcass that's around. As I said, either it's usually in the trailer or it's in one of the tractors or it's on the human. Today it was on the human. So with that, we can go in the farm. Should another bunny die. And the question is, where was the bunny? Here, there he is.
freezing.
Okay, well we got food to feed the character,
Pack
so
is getting kind of heavy.
not in super rush. I believe that's a carcass. That one might be human too. Not sure about that one. Wolf take another bunny. Wolf is taking another bunny. He's going after a fourth one. Oh no, that one got spooked by me. Interesting.
Come on.
I'm not actually sure if he's allowed to come in this building. I will light the torch. Scare off the wolf. Now I think there was another bunny taken. Might have got away. Either that or the wolf finished eating it. Scare that one off again.
Goddamn freezing. The sun's setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
No, give me the farmstead. Yeah, that didn't give us Paradise Meadows Farm for whatever reason. Okay, well we're gonna finish processing this rabbit. Because apparently the map decided to be picky about where we're gonna map for the farmstead. We'll take a little bit of cold damage doing this map. Oh, that didn't count.
Never felt so cold in my life.
But yeah, we'll probably finish the rest of the processing of these rabbits inside once we finish eating the rabbit meat. Because it's obviously too late to finish mapping. Well, to map the right spot, because weather has gone all night-like.
Something's gotta go.
But yeah, I know we need to map the farm. I'm surprised that it didn't... Because we got told that it was the farm over by the other side of the other end of the farm. The farm's pretty big. So it's just being real picky about a very big thing. Okay, anything interesting in here? Advanced guns, 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 which... If we're trying to get level 5 and all the skills an Interloper will want, otherwise it's a bit worthless. Flare. Let's get the flare out of the bathtub. Similarly, advanced guns, guns. Has a potential use. Not useful to us.
What have we here?
Grab the Warnski jacket. Don't think it's going to be an improvement over anything we have. I'm gonna leave it on the floor somewhere.
I need to drop something.
So this is one of the buildings with a 6-burner stove in it. So if you don't want to be cooking outside, it is one of the better places to cook inside. Technically, the best place to cook is one of the 6-burner stoves that is outside, like down Desolation Point. Not Bleak Inlet. Down Bleak Inlet. But those tend to be a bit out of the way, which limits how much usefulness they have. Stump remover is used in making gunpowder. Gunpowder's a lot less useful on Interloper than it is on any of the lower difficulties. Though it is used in noisemakers. So if you like using noisemakers, finding stump remover is always a nice thing. Okay, so I think with that we've looted everything. So I'm going to accept that this torch is going to go out. And then we can process the contents of our inventory. Hydrate a character. Give him a nice long snooze. And hopefully it'll be morning when we're done. We don't need to see the rabbit we're disassembling here. We'll just disassemble in the dark. A little less efficient, as you can see, gathering guts by hand rather than with a knife. But again, we're trying to pass the night. We're not really trying to optimize our time here. This is also costing us a few more calories, right? But we didn't kill the rabbits because we wanted calories. We acquired dead rabbits from wolves. So opportunity kills are good to take advantage of when they're being presented. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure where the mapping location is for the farmstead. Because I would have expected that we would have mapped it, honestly. Anyway, on the next fire, we should actually make some water.
Too much stuff to carry.
Okay, it's a bit chilly, but this is otherwise decent weather. Shame there's no wind. Oh, well, shame there's no sun. So we're gonna have to use match or fire starter charge, or however we want to think about it. But we'll use a match.
Come on. Come on.
How cold are we? 12. So we'll throw 13 sticks in this fire because we should be basically warm. Make us a ½ liter in each. And to be fair, if it really just wants us to map the building, that might work. There we go. I think that counted. Yeah, that was the counting location for it. I'm gonna go ahead and check out that human corpse. I think it's human corpse. Then we'll come back down to that fire, and that's when we'll go ahead and put the part brake. And then we'll do the climb down in the next part. Yeah, human. But yeah, next time we're going to go down into the basin. I think there's the basin, There's the transition to Portland Muskeg in the basin. I think there's one other place of interest in the basin. That's the 3 remaining places we have as far as safe photography is concerned. But we'll do that in the next part. So if you're watching on YouTube, I'll do the outro here as we're walking over to the fire where we're going to do the break pause for the second break. So I hope you have all been enjoying it. If you're watching YouTube, there'll be another part up tomorrow because I'm going to record 1, if not 2 more parts tonight. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a slight break here. At this point, I think my tea is about to end up being very empty, so the break is going to be a tea break. So if this is a good time, if you're watching on Twitch, to go get a drink of your own, whether that be tea or water or anything. If you're watching on YouTube, again, as I said, the next part will be up tomorrow. So until then, wish you all the best of luck, good time. Catch you all in the next part. Bye for now.